Okay, I'm going to start the meeting, and I'd like to remind everybody before they speak to make sure their microphone is on. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I will take the roll call. Roberta Garlock,
Here.
Art Gilbert, present. Bridget Hosky.
Here.
You don't have an extra pen, do you?
Hold on, I'll see. Hold on. Stand by. No, here, you can use mine. I'll use a marker.
Stephen Idarola,
Here.
Tony Mancini, absent. Gail Tagliatella,
Here.
Lilani Perry is not here yet. Chairman Arthur Kelly here. Now I'll read the call of the meeting. Notice hereby given that Arthur Kelly, Chairman, has called a special meeting of the West Haven Charter Revision Commission to be held at 6 p.m. on Thursday, May 28, 2026, in the Harriet North Community Room, second floor, 355 Main Street, West Haven, Connecticut. The purpose of this special meeting is as follows: to vote on the Charter Revision Commission sending the proposed draft of the charter to the City Council. And if everyone can, we'll move to approval of meeting minutes from the last meeting. If everyone can take a quick look at them, see if there's any changes. I'm sorry, say that again? Minutes? We can. We can, yes. I think they're on. They're online. They're filed with the clerk's office. And when ready, a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Commissioner Garlock, motion to approve. Second.
Second.
Second by Idarola. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, item number 5. Discussion and action, if necessary, on suggestions and recommendations from City Council, Mayor, Department Heads, and the public regarding charter revision. An issue came up today with some language that was put in our draft report to the council regarding the Allentown Fire Department. It was language that we had never discussed that was put in by Council Cassini. We're not sure why, and he can't be here tonight. So I did want to discuss it. I guess the issue is, under the fire department's new language that was put in, they have the right, the language states that they have the right to contract with any volunteer fire department in West Haven for support. The chief of...
Where we are, I'm sorry, is it
It's under boards and commissions.
on the May
And-
29th one?
Yeah, I believe so. Yes.
What page?
It's subsection K, section 2K, right near the end of boards and commissions.
Do you have a page, Steve?
On the clean one, let's do a clean one.
Is your microphone on?
Oh, I'm sorry. With the clean one, let me get the page, 1 second.
Well, it doesn't matter which one, does it?
Well, only because they're different pages. Page 36 and 37. So 2 things, if I may.
Go ahead.
Is everybody there on the clean version? When you get to K, and we made we actually fixed it. the numbering was off, but if you go to K, which is the City of West Haven, Allentown Board of Fire Commissioners, we added a clause, as you may recall, we left out the two alternate members. So one of the changes you'll see is the second to last sentence adds that the mayor shall appoint, with the approval of the city council, two alternate members, one each, from each of the other fire districts in the city for a term of 2 years. The issue that had come up that Councilman Quagliani brought up to everybody's attention is in subpart 2, which is on the next page, on page 38. There were, it's 2 IJKLM, that's a mistake. The computer picked up the Romanet 1 as I, as opposed to Romanet 1, so it should be 2, 3, 4, and 5 Romanets. And the issue came in what is called L, to enter into the agreement with any volunteer fire department, and apparently there's some restriction. Now, neither the Corp Council nor I have seen whatever document it is that creates that. We do have a document that was handed out tonight that evidences the fact that the Allentown, the volunteer fire department, is the one that provides the service. But my thought on it was, rather than have these 5 Romanettes, I had alternate language that would simply say that the powers of the and duties of the police commission, I'll hand this out.
Fire
after
Commission.
Fire Commission, I keep saying police, it says fire right here. The Board of Fire Commissioners shall be responsible for the management, discipline, and control of the City of West Haven Fire Department, Allentown, and this is the new part, and shall have such powers and duties as may be set forth by law, including the ordinances. And the issue could be resolved at some point through an ordinance. So all the various subparts of 2 will go away, and it will simply say they have to operate in accordance with law, including the ordinances. So I
Right.
can hand that out so everybody can see it.
Yes, please. So while he's here, Chief Carew, if you could step up to the podium. Is what Attorney Mednick just said satisfactory?
Well, I think it may still be contradictory to some of the other legal proceedings that took place over the last year that Attorney Milano and Corporation Counsel Dorsey made a ruling on. So there's a document going back to August 18th of 2025 that the city had contracted with Milano and Wainick, and maybe I'm not saying it correctly, to get a legal opinion about the operation of the Allentown Volunteer Firefighters Association and how they have the authority to operate. And those 2 legal things clearly state that we, as the Allentown Volunteer Fire Association, have the authority to operate in the section of Allentown.
Okay,
Also, in the deed restriction going back to 1928, and that's what they went off of. With, if you look at their report, it clearly states in that deed restriction that the Allentown Volunteer Fire Association has the authority to operate in the Allentown section of town.
so,
And that paper is filed downstairs in the vault,
okay.
in volume 201, page 310 and 311.
So in the new proposed language, everything would stay the same in my mind. We're not saying anything about the volunteer fire department.
I guess I'd have to digest that new language that we just heard
Yeah,
tonight. To be fair, I'd have to digest that to make
Right.
sure that what we're,
Attorney Mednick, am I correct in how I said it?
Yes.
So, we're not stating anything in regards to the Allentown Volunteer Fire Department.
Can-
Whatever agreements or memorandum of understanding, if exist, or ordinances, they are what they are.
can I have a few minutes to look?
Yeah,
at
no,
it
I'm not-
and
yes,
then
absolutely.
Then possibly come back if need be?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Do you want me to go over the other changes?
Yes,
While
please.
Okay. Let's go to the changes, and I'm going to work with 2 different documents simultaneously. It'll take me a second to find the sections. Go to, on the clean document, page C7, section 9. These are all, this is, yeah, I'm sorry.
on your
Is there a
revision.
page with that?
Well, we have a question about the other stuff.
Yes, go
The
ahead.
last sentence on your revision,
Yep.
and duties as map be set forth by law.
May be set forth, it should be may be set forth by law, thank you. I'll fix that, thank you. So, the official copy, that's a good eye. We'll fix that.
As Attorney Mednick would say, good pickup.
Excellent pickup. So in section 9, on page C7 of the clean version, I've added just one thing at the end of the sentence. This is the section that deals with cooperation and compliance with law that requires all contracts, all legal decisions to go through the Corporation Counsel's office. And we had referenced the Director of Personnel and Labor Relations, and I thought we should add, and I mentioned this at the public hearing or after the public hearing, that we should add and/or the Director of Finance. So in addition to whatever legal or collective bargaining or human resource issues, the Corp Counsel should know that there's money for the contract, and that's why I put the Director of Finance in there.
What page is that on?
Page C7 and 8. It's actually on C8.
Oh, it's on C8?
C8.
Oh, yes, okay. This is on the clean version.
The clean version. The one without the red lines.
And I think everybody, if you leave your mics on, that would help.
That's what I'm doing.
We don't have a C8.
No, it's this one.
That one?
C8.
There's no C8.
No, it's a clean
Mine
version,
isn't.
showing the change.
But it's,
Well, that's because he added it.
okay.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
Director of Finance.
These are the new ones. So do we vote on that?
Is this,
Yes, we will vote on it.
I make a motion to approve the changes and add Department of Finance.
We-
hold on.
I'll second.
Attorney Mednick, excuse me, is there another copy? Because I seem to have all odd pages here and no even pages. Thank you. Oh, I have that. It's this one I thought we were looking at. Okay, sorry.
Okay, we have a,
Sorry, I emailed it here, so I don't know who copied it, but all the pages are in the document, so.
we have a motion to approve the changes explained by Attorney Mednick. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Idarola. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Do we have another one of these? I don't seem to have gotten one.
There is another one over there.
Which one are you referring to? The transmittal?
No, yeah, sorry, thank you.
Send you a lot of things. I wash the dishes, do everything. All right, so the next change is a couple pages later. Remember I had all those yellow sections on positions of profit, right? And so those are ending up on page C11 of the clean version. And what I did, we'll go through it, and you'll see all the yellow sections are all deleted, but it's not going to be
On the
yellow.
clean version, it
Clean version is not yellow.
doesn't have yellow.
Go to C11, it's going to be section 4B, other positions of profit. So what we did here is we put in a provision. What I noticed as I was going through it is that these dealt exclusively with elected officials. And there are two elected officials who are no longer elected officials, the treasurer and the tax collector. And so if you look at the annotation, it'll indicate that this is a consolidation of all the sections dealing with elected officials, but it also is going to repeal the two position of profit provisions that applied to the treasurer and the tax collector. And so everybody will be dealt with in this particular case. in this particular paragraph, it's all consolidated here. So any elected official, includes the mayor, the Board of Education, and all the others that were cannot have other positions of profit within the city on the basis of this section. And it deletes or it repeals the provisions for the tax collector and the treasurer because they're no longer elected officials and they'll be governed in other ways. Now, somebody mentioned to me that there's somebody on the Board of Assessment Appeals who is a town employee as well. Is that correct? Somebody bring that to my attention? So we may want to grandfather in that this, this would not affect anybody currently in office or something like that, if that's in fact the case. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes, do we know that there is an employee on the Board of Assessments?
We'll confirm that, but for the time being, just to protect ourselves, let's make sure that it does not affect anybody who is currently.
Okay, all
I
right.
have a question. The third line, it says, to any other office or position of profit during the term of office.
Under or during the term.
Good pickup.
Okay. So I'll put language in that it does not affect anyone who currently holds a board or commission's position. So we know it's in the board or commission. It's not the mayor. It's not the city clerk. We know the position, so I'm not going to name it, but it's anybody who is in a board or commission position that currently has what's going to be prohibited. They're not affected by this.
Okay,
All right?
thank you. So when
you say they're grandfathered in, are they grandfathered in
Permanently?
indefinitely?
No.
Just
When that
On
person's
the-
appointment comes up, or they're going to run, they probably can't run for another term, because prospectively, cannot.
Cannot, okay.
Cannot.
When you, you said probably.
No, they cannot run for another
they're
term.
grandfathered in for the term
the
that
current
they're
I just
serving
want
now.
to make sure I
Yeah,
understand that.
we don't want to throw somebody out of office with the change.
No, I understand.
But they cannot-
When you said they were grandfathered in, I wanted
Yeah.
to make sure it wasn't indefinitely.
So, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve that change?
Motion by Commissioner Hosky, seconded by Garlock. Any discussion on this? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Give me 1 second here.
So, Attorney Mendick, before we go on, I'll see if Chief Carew has any comments
Yep.
on the fire department issue. Chief Carew?
Mr. Chairman, I think that covers what we're trying to accomplish. I think that language eliminates my concerns.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for bringing up the issue.
Thank you.
Great. So do you want to move on that?
So we'll entertain a motion on removing the language that was approved before and installing the new language that Attorney Mednick handed out.
With the typo, with the corrected word,
Right.
meant to may.
Motion?
So moved. Motion by Gilbert, second by Tagliatella. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
I think the next, those are the next change is at the end of the mayor's section. You're going to see the deletion.
Page
I'll
number?
tell you in a second. I'm looking at two different documents here. It was section, you're not going to see it in the clean version. You're going to see that section 4, which was called annual and other reports, if you look at your red line, has been eliminated from the mayor's section. And we have moved so A is gone completely, But B, which is a transmittal of a summary annual report, I think it was decided that we were gonna treat that as the audit function of the council. So let me move you to the page where the audit function comes in. So that is at the end of the council section. If you go to page C24, section 8, annual audit, you will see the replacement language, which is a combination of there is current audit language in the charter, and the language I propose kind of modernize it, establishes standards, so that the standards for the audit have to be in compliance with the Government Accounting Office in Washington, GASB, the Standards Board, the Finance Accounting Standards Board, FASB, and GFOA, so that the audit needs to be done in accordance with those standards. Paragraph B is current language regarding solicitation, limitations of service. And
Excuse me, did you say that is it in the clean copy?
it's in the clean copy on
Okay.
page,
Because it's not in my red line copy, the page is blank. There's no
oh
page
no,
24,
in
so,
the clean copy, page C24.
okay, got it.
In the red line, it would be on page C25, actually.
Because there is no 24 in mine.
That's weird.
Okay, I got it.
Apologize for that.
That's all right.
I have no only odd pages,
Yeah,
no two-sided.
go ahead.
And basically, it retains the solicitation requirement, and it has a provision in the current charter is that you cannot have, you cannot keep the auditors in place for 3 years. And so we've kept that provision in there as well. And there's language, and paragraph C is also from the current charter as well, that the city council shall not later than 3 months after the filing date of the annual report, the mayor shall distribute the audit and any other reports required by law for public inspection. So there is still provision for the potential of other reports that may be required by law, but it's not mandatory. It's going to have to be required somewhere else. So that's how we dealt with those sections that we removed from the mayor's provision.
Okay. We don't need a motion on that, though.
Well, it's moved, so you may want to
Oh,
approve the
okay.
move to section 8.
All right,
Of
so
the,
we'll
council
entertain a
section.
motion to approve the
Motion.
move by Member Hosky, second. Second by Member Garlock. Any discussion on this? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
And the remainder of the changes, there's nothing to really vote on, except you will see, if you have the red line, I think you have the full red line, I don't have that with me. But if you go to chapter 4, section 1, you'll see that B is deleted. All the yellow sections are deleted. They're now consolidated in the section you approved tonight on the positions of profit. That's all I have left. If you want me to walk you through each of those, I'm happy to do it. But if not, that's all that's left in the document. There's no other substantive change.
Does anyone feel it necessary for him to go through it? I don't think so. Thank you. Yes, Councilman Quagliani.
So Steve, when I was going through this today, page C10, Board of Assessment, City Council and Board of Assessment Appeals. So it says, the council members shall serve for a term of 2 years and until their successor shall be elected and qualified. The Board of Assessment Appeals shall serve for a term of 2 years to run concurrently with that of the mayor. So if the mayor's every 4 years,
Oh, that's a
isn't
good
that a
point.
contradiction?
I think it's more of a, sorry, I think it's more of a holdover than a contradiction, Steve, yeah?
Yeah. Well, it's not concurrently with that of the mayor any longer, actually.
If it changes to 4 years of the mayoral term, then it won't be concurrent.
It will not, yeah, and our recommendation is that. So shall serve for a period of 2 years. I think we probably have to have the same language until their successors shall be elected and qualified. It won't be concurrent with the mayor. That's a good catch.
So we'll need a motion to approve the change in that language to what Attorney Mednick recommended.
So I make a motion for the Board of Assessment Appeals shall serve for a term of 2 years, period? Is that what we're,
Until a successor is,
We'll ask him to do that. I haven't done it yet. I'm sorry.
I say I'm approving the Board of Assessment Appeals shall serve for a term of 2 years, period?
You know what I want to do? I want to simplify it.
Oh, even better.
Go back to the beginning of 2. Now that they're identical, the council members and members of the Board of Assessment Appeals shall serve for a period of term of 2 years and until their successors shall be elected and qualified.
and we'd leave it at
Right
that.
in
I
the
make
same,
a motion to accept everything he just said.
I second that.
Yes.
Okay, we have a motion
That's
by
the-
Member Hosky and a second by Member Tagliatella. Any discussion on it? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
can I just make one last point, Mr. Chair?
Sure.
Unless there's anything else that the commissioners want to bring up. The Corp Council just whispered in my ear. And this is a good thing that Councilman Quagliani discovered this. We're going to continue to scour this document as we go through this process. So if and when you approve it this evening, if you could, as part of the resolution, give the authority to the Corp Council and council to the council, council to the commission. That's my job in Hamden, council to council. Council to the commission shall continue to review and edit and make minor changes as they go through the document, something I usually ask for Scrivener's revisions. The other thing I want to tell you, the chair of the council over the last weekend did a yeoman's job editing the document. The document has been edited far more than I normally edit at this stage in the process, and I just thought he deserves special commendation for being the unpaid assistant to the two attorneys that you see here tonight. He did a remarkable job over the weekend, and I've incorporated most of his changes in the document. So they'll end up with a much cleaner document, or if there's problems with it, we'll simply blame him when it goes to the council. But he did a great job.
I want to call out Chairman Vargo as well. He is unpaid labor, but skilled labor. He works as a paralegal and does legal document review for his day job, and he took it upon himself on a holiday, but a rainy holiday weekend, to pour through this and submit to us grammatical syntax changes that he saw, as simple as, hey, in some places you have 3 spaces instead of 2 after a period.
And he did in the footnotes as well.
Yeah, really granular and an excellent job, and I want to thank him on the city's behalf for saving the city money and time, and it also benefited him in that he had a chance to really look at the document in earnest, and I think kind of put his best foot forward with it as well. So I know he's upstairs doing significant work as well, but I wanted to say that on the record. Thank you, Steve, for bringing that up.
And the commission would like to thank Chairman Vargo for everything he's done, certainly with his work this past weekend. Thank you.
As to the ongoing resolution regarding errata changes and things like that, there will not be anything substantive that gets changed simply by our hand or mine or his alone. But if we do find anything, as we just did, that remains inconsistent from what we know to be the wishes and the direction of the report, we will adapt and update those so that the document itself is consistent through the portions that we did change and those that we did not change.
And we will note, any Scrivener's change will be noted as we're drafting. So we're not going to hide them, they're going to be noted. And if there's disagreement, they'll be substantive. So we made that change. Great.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, any other items anyone would like to discuss before we move to a vote on sending the proposed draft of the charter to the city council. Anything else? If hearing none, then I will entertain a motion that would include Attorney Mednick's recommendation to give them the authority to continue to scour the draft, and a motion to approve our recommendation report and send this proposed draft of it to the charter to the city council.
I'll make a motion to approve.
We have a motion by Member Idarola, second by Member Gilbert. Do we have any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Thank you. So, our job here right now is done. What happens after I sign this? Do I walk it down to the council, or?
I will make, well, we don't quite do that. We have to file it technically statutorily with the town clerk. I'll make
Okay.
sure that when we do it tomorrow, we'll have copies. I'll make multiple stamped copies. I'll get one up to the corp council for the mayor and get one over to the city council as well, to the clerk of the city council, and one over to the commission as well, so that they'll be posted. The council, as you know, will be meeting on the 9th of June, where you'll be making in deference to the chair of the council, a brief overview of the presentation, and then that you and whoever else is there with you, including the corporation council, will be there to answer any questions. I will be available on the second night of the interrogation. And I missed the first night. And we go through the process. Just to repeat again what it is, they will either approve it and accept our report as a final report, but more likely they will have some recommendations to make, and they will then make those recommendations back to you. The dates are set here, and sometime in the early 20s, in the month of June, there will be a conferral meeting between the council and the commission.
June
where
24th.
The 24th, they will present their recommendations to you. It'll be an opportunity for both bodies to work together and go back and forth on some of them. Since you shared attorneys with them, our hope is, and the chair of the commission, others will be active in this process. We hope to kind of encourage recommendations that are workable, that can be worked out between the two bodies so that we don't have any controversies. I have not seen any controversies yet. We know that the political terms may raise some issues, but that's pretty standard stuff, and we'll just have to figure out how that will work. Then you get it, and you have to make your recommendations back, and our hope is that they will participate in that process, so when the language goes back to them, it's language that they can support. If you support the concept, we have to make sure the language is accurate and works. The only thing we could fix in the last stage is kind of an errata mistake. If there's a mistake that it's a Scrivener's problem, we can fix it, but they can't amend anything. So that's really important to understand. So that's why I really try to have everybody work together in the process throughout that. They then get it, and they will hopefully approve, if not all, most of what you're recommending and proposing. And that same night that they would adopt the questions for the ballot, questions for the ballot. And then it gets published within 30 days, and my last task will be working with the town clerk and the corporation council at developing an explanatory text for the voters. And that's the process. And
Okay.
so we should be done sometime. in
So
July.
our next meeting is not till June 24th, which is a combined meeting with the city council. And then after that, we can establish a meeting or two to go over what they come back with.
Yep.
All right.
As to language and what they come back with, I don't know if it will be fully fleshed out language or if it will be questions, objections, comments as to substance or topic or issue. But I have told them, and I'll tell you all now, it doesn't need to be refined as it comes back. Attorney Medic and I will continue to work to make sure that, to the extent that two bodies have the same idea, we can find language that satisfies each of them. So if it's simply a question around fixing something without a recommendation as to what the fix should be, we're still prepared to work on that. In fact, I would expect more of that, since we are sending them a significant number of adaptions and changes in this short time frame. They may not have it fully fleshed out, and that's okay.
Yeah, okay. All right. Any other questions for the attorneys? If not, before I entertain a motion to adjourn, I'd like to thank everybody on the commission for your participation, your input, your knowledge, your experience on various different matters. I've said it before and I'll say it again, this was a very excellent group that City Council put together, and I learned a lot, and I appreciate everybody's input and enjoyed it. And my thanks to attorneys Cassini and Mendick, who had the bulk of the work to do and did it very well. My thanks to Councilman Ron Quagliani for his experience and leadership in this process. I think this went very well, and I appreciate all your input. Thank you. With that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Gilbert and Hosky?
There you go.
Okay. Sounds like a law firm.
Gilbert and Sullivan.
So, all in favor for adjournment, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Okay, well done. Bravo. You're welcome.
Yes.